Welcome back everyone to our best of three. This time around is going to be the second map of the best of three, and as we do see, we have landed here on Nuke. paiN going to be starting things off here on the terrorist side, Redemption here on the CT side, and now we do see some of the paiN players actually going for some very early ramp control, I would presume. At the same time, they must contest with some of the players from Redemption if they want to continue moving forward. And as we do see paiN pretty much given very early outside control, pretty much unopposed here. The only player who's holding that position is going to be Ale. And as we do see, the B side is pretty much upon us. Fasten moving in. They still haven't really engaged with one another, which does make things pretty interesting here. PKL gets the better FP1. As it does find some superb positioning here. In fact, the paiN players, as they do move on into the B side, they're just waltzing on in here. Unopposed here by any Redemption players, though DRG has a thing or two to say about it. Remix as well. So it's still quite doable here for Redemption to pull off the retake, especially because they do have the smoke grenade and kit to work with. Remix though, response to the player does the damage and Tat is in. And you know the positioning there of Fast, since this is now a great opportunity for Redemption to actually win this one. They're actually pulling it back right now. All they have to do, stick to defuse, make sure Landon doesn't get anything done here. And that's going to be it. That's going to be the round here for Redemption as they get it done. 1-0 here for the CT side. A fine way to do it if you ask me. I mean, some of the players there, there were some interesting positionings there from paiN. I'm not going to lie. I was surprised to see how Redemption were given so much freedom to actually pull off the retake, and they actually did it in flying colors. And so, this puts paiN in a somewhat difficult predicament, where they're not going to have the best of starts here on the terror side of Nuke, though obviously it would have been nice to have the pistol round going your name. Because if you do get the pistol round, I mean, that is quite important here on Nuke. Because a lot of times we are going to be talking about teams finishing off the Nuke T side with maybe 5 rounds, 6 rounds. So obviously paiN won't have the early lead just yet here. However, the pistol's here. Remix. Good angle there onto Landon. And of course now Alan's going to peek out from Secret, get the wrap up here and the cleanup and outside. As it is going to be... Oh, okay. I wanted to say a clean round here for Redemption, but that's clearly not the case. Biguzuera gets it done. Biguzuera. Oh yeah, I think the right way to say it would be Biguzuera. I don't know why, but I've been thinking that it's actually Biguzuera. Alright, so Biguzuera. Not in the best position right now, but he is holding that angle. So he might just find a kill if, say, alone some CT walks into his crosshairs, or in fact DRG. Ooh, he's got no idea about it. He's got knocked out, and that's pretty much it here. Redemption do secure the round with some casualties, I'll give you that. And that's now going to be 2-0 lead here for Redemption. For now, it's pretty good. They get the pistol round. They get the round right after that. But this is where things do get tricky. This is now a proper investment here from paiN. And as we do see, the rifles do come in. So I'm not sure how easy that's going to be for them. For those who are wondering, the very first map, Train, was obviously the map pick of Redemption. And Nuke is the map pick of paiN. So we're hoping to see a paiN victory here, as this is their own map pick. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case just yet for now. They clearly are Nuke specialists. Look at how early they've acquired outside control. And a lot of times when a team acquires outside control, they're just going to head on over towards Secret. But paiN, they pretty much got it all covered. You're going to have a player here in heaven. That's going to make things very difficult for FP1 here, but he spots him out. That's going to be now Fasten picking up the first kill. And as far as for the Redemption players on the A side, oh boy, it's problematic for them, isn't it? They are given to be players coming in from heaven, from Blue Hut, Squeaky, and possibly Mini Garage. So there's so many angles you're going to have to check if you're the A-side defender. And for now, paiN, they can just wait. They can just play the waiting game and see how it all turns out after that. as in this position. It is going to be, again, paiN picking up the kill. So map presence, it's all there for paiN. Now the question is, where do they want to commit at this point? Because the round is coming to a close, so it has to be commitment on one of these bomb sites. I think it might just be the A side. That's the most logical position to be coming from, because you do have heaven control. If there's anyone still going to be on the site, they will have a very difficult time holding things down. And there we go. This is looking pretty solid here for paiN. The trades do come in. They're able to trade effectively, and now they've got it themselves the first round here on Nuke. I think you have Remix. Probably it would make a lot of sense to try to save the AUG, as I would presume a next round here for Redemption might just be a force buy. I'm not sure what he's thinking about right now. Looks like, yeah, he's going to be going for the save here, so I would presume Redemption might try to go for a force buy here. That seems to be one of the routes you can go for if you're a team like Redemption, or you can definitely try to go for a simple eco and later on make the purchase. And it looks like, yes, this is going to be just a simple eco here from Redemption players. Quite understandable at this point. I mean, the next round, you can still pull off a purchase here, so it does make a lot of sense. But it is quite an interesting play they've decided to go for here, the Redemption guys. They're actually going for a wraparound through outside, whereas paiN are making the commitment on the lower B bomb side. This is quite the interesting exchange here between the two teams. Yes, they're going to allow it to take out the control here, Redemption. But the thing is, though, they themselves have taken over B, and they've planted the bomb as well. So at this point, it's just collateral damage. Can you get anything done here, Redemption? Probably not. Remix can definitely save that AUG of this, but other than that, this is going to be a round here for paiN. And quite a clean round at that. So far, they haven't lost a single player. And it doesn't look like they're going to lose any of their individuals unless they're going to be going for the hunts. And now, yes, we now see the purchase here from Redemption. All things considering, it's not looking that bad. We do have a couple of the players picking up the AUGs. Some utility to work with, but definitely not a lot. And an AWP in the hands of Remix. So the question remains, with newly acquired weaponry, can a team like Redemption get it done? Because again, paiN, at least one of the players from paiN seems to be going out here, taking over rounds to control, but it is going to be a commitment here on the upper side. DRG is able to find good kills, a lot of good kills at that, as it's very hard to be looking up once you're entering from hut. And I do see Tzink. You can still find some kills here. I mean, Ale, DRG quite low in HP. There's Ale going down, so Tzink can continue on his Havoc run, but it's not meant to be. 3 rounds here for Redemption and only 2 for paiN. And again, we're back to a simple tactic here from paiN. But as it is quite simple, it can be very effective, as now we see one of the paiN players has actually made his way down the vents. I'm not sure if Redemption realizes, but that is a very powerful and prominent position for a T player to be in. As a guy like Cryo, not only is he going to have to be very careful about players coming in from radio, but there is now a possibility that someone from paiN might sneak up on him. And now we do see again the paiN players pretty much unopposed on their way in secret. They have gone through here. It is now going to be the lonesome defenders from B to try and stop this one. And as now they're using the utility, I think if you're Redemption, you're going to begin to realize that maybe this is in fact a B-side commitment. One of the problems still remain here from Redemption, if they want to try to go towards B, they can't simply go in through the vents because there is a player there from paiN who's going to make things very difficult for them. And with 15 seconds remaining, paiN are definitely taking their sweet time. They must try and go out there and plant the bomb at this point. But they are being thorough, which is quite an understandable quality. But the problem is that the kills, they're working out here for Redemption. Now PKL gets it done. I think the bomb plant, yes, finally coming in. Enough time to get it done here. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Redemption find the kills. And they find themselves the victory here. That's the problem, paiN. That is the problem when you take it way too long to commit right there. Cryo. Good angle to pick up here. A couple more players going to try to rush him down here, and he's doing a fine job at finding some of these kills here. Good shots coming in. This is not looking like a successful force buy here from paiN. In fact, it's the opposite. It's looking quite poor. Good shot coming in. And now this makes it a bit more interesting. That's going to be now DRG picking it up. And with Redemption having 5 rounds on the CT side, that's not too bad. That is quite a good scoreline when you come to think of it. Oh no, again, paiN. They're making the commitment here on the upper bombs, but it's somehow working out. They are able to find some of these kills here, and even though they are low in HP, they know that Cryo's coming in there, and that's going to be enough. The upper side hit is a success. As thus far, Remix is now in a very difficult predicament, I think, for him. He's already backing away. I mean, there's really no need to be forcing the issue at this point. paiN allowed to take the 3rd round for sure, but if anything, can Remix even survive this one? It's being hunted down, and that's the thing. Is he even thinking about going for this one? Some of the players here from paiN are all over the map, so honestly, he's now in a position where he might try to attempt it, but yeah, it's a fool's game. It is going to be now the 3rd round here for paiN, and I mean, with their faster style of play, paiN is able to find some success here on the T side of Nuke, so I wouldn't be too surprised if the upcoming rounds we do see some more of that aggression coming into play. If it has worked out, if it's a winning formula, keep on going for it. Why not? it's not going to be a full-on commitment just yet here from paiN. At the very least, they have slowed down the pace, I guess you could say. But it looks like it is. It is happening, though. Again, they're back here on the A side here. FB1 is in a fine position here. And just like that, a couple seconds pass, and all the paiN players are going down. Tatizin, not in the most optimal position. He might just try to... I mean, he has to go for this one, right? As we do see Ale. Ooh, he doesn't see him, though. That's an opening for Tatizin. He might just use the element of surprise in his favor to maybe secure a kill. But that's a problem for a team like paiN. Ooh, he sees the player. Easy one tap coming in. He goes for the second one. Good pickup here for Tatizin. And now he's been given freedom to change up his position. This is good right now for the T player. If anything, he's got a chance. And Cryos holding the perfect angle here. Oop! Oh, that was some awkward timing, but it does work out in the end. Not bad. Oh no, they're going for it again. They're definitely going for it again here, paiN. At least that's what I thought for, but it's only the one player who's gone on through into the vents. I think if you're Redemption, you're going to realize that that splatter of blood didn't come out of nowhere, and they should anticipate someone to have sneak pass through them. And now the remaining guys pushing on through ramp. So far, it's only the one guy Remix here, and he will face the wrath of Big Uzera. So okay, that's a Kree being recovered. But where shall paiN go through next? Because they do have time and effort to work with here. And if you do recall, there was one of the players who has sneak passed through the defensive, but I think that was Tatizin, and he has been taken out. Big Uzera clearing things out, hoping to spot out someone here from Redemption, and one of the players has sneak passed through them. I think that is in fact, yes, that's FP1 at this position. He's going to find the kill here on Big Uzera, and it's now still Fastin and PKL to try and get this one done. There's a player here on the side, but out of the heaven area. And in fact, it's going to be DRG to pick it up. A nice attempt there from PKL. He takes this very long angle, hoping to find a kill there on the heaven guy, but as we did end up seeing, the heaven player DRG has changed his position to find that kill. Now that you're going for the hunt here, 15 seconds remaining. If you are Redemption, you don't necessarily have to go for it, but you get it done at the end. 7 rounds here for Redemption, and now paiN. For them, it is going to be back into the investment here. A purchase is here. So all right here, paiN. The fastest style of rounds have worked out for you in the past, though some not so much. So I wonder how they're going to go for this round in particular. Are they in fact thinking of maybe going a bit more aggressively there towards the A side yet again? Possible. That's where they have for down some of the utility, but they're not really committing there just yet. In fact, it's going to be Cryo who's going to have to seal the deal. There's a lot more players coming through. Al is there to help him out, and he does find the first one. The Molotov forces him out of position. And now it is going to be the remaining players here from Redemption try to get this one done. I must admit, no, paiN still have a chance here. You see some of the Redemption players not in the best positions here, except for DRG. Oh, this is a fine flag indeed. He finds the first one. Doesn't have the trigger discipline to find the other players, but he's already doing solid for them. They should more or less anticipate the positioning here for the remaining players. And as they see the wrath of Tatizin, that makes things that much more difficult. PKL here. The AK-47 to work with. Pretty fine weapon, all things considering. Is it good for a 1-on-5? Not so much. 8 rounds here for Redemption, and for paiN, it is back on the eco, it seems like. Yes. They're going to have to go for a simple eco here. Then they can make the purchase here. And for now, Redemption are looking good. Like, they are looking very good here on this CT side of Nuke. It's not something I was expecting to see, though. At the early stages of the half, you guys might have noticed that paiN were looking, man, they were looking good here on Nuke. We saw them actually being very confident in how they took counter control. They were pretty much able to absolutely obliterate the Redemption players when it came down taking outside control. But later on, I mean, paiN have slowed down to some extent. They have been going for the aggressive plays. Yes, some have worked out. Others have backfired massively. So I wouldn't be too surprised if this is the round where paiN decide, guys, we had a winning formula not that long ago, taking over some of that outside presence. Let's do it again. Because the thing is, though, Redemption have been pretty respectful in the way they've played their Nuke CT side. Like, they're just holding the angles, not going for the aggressive plays, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty basic stuff how Redemption are playing this one, but it's super effective against paiN. So we are back in the pistols here for paiN. But you have some utility to work with, which is nice. Wonder how are they gonna use it? So it is gonna be heading over towards outside, as they have done so successfully in the past. But there's one smoke grenade lacking here. Hope it's not gonna leave a gap. Bit of a gap, yeah, but it's still going to allow it to cross. However, as they do cross, there's one player here. That's going to be Remix taken down. So paiN have a chance right now. As they are entering the lower side, the players from Redemption have gone for the rotate here. And as we do see, that's a poor Molotov, to say the very least. The players, they're going to go for it here. Ali holding the angle. He hears the footsteps of the players coming in. And now it is going to be still some equal exchanges here. So paiN still have a chance. They also have time to work with. But as we do see here, they're in position to put the bomb in a pretty safe spot. Though there is a Molotov here from Cryo. If he throws it down, that's going to put a spanner in the works, but it does not come through. Third player, FP1, finds the kill here and landed. Good shot from him. Does it make things a bit more interesting here? The Molotov thrown out, and now it's all to Biguzera. His position hasn't really been spotted out, though, but the problem is the bomb's not even planned for Biguzera, so even though he does find the first bomb, the second one, he does not have the angle to get the last one. 9 rounds here for Redemption. Oh, look at this. Now Redemption have got it. They've got to decide it. It's about time us to change up our game, as they're now playing for the aggressive pushes here. Ala finds the first kill there in Landon, and that's going to make things, and even life, harder here for the terrorists. But that's the one thing I want to note. This is a position right now for paiN where their best possible scoreline is obviously 6 rounds here on the T side of Nuke. But the problem is, I'm not sure if that's going to happen here. That's a very nice angle to be throwing down the flash. I actually have never seen anyone go for that. Such a weird angle to throw down the flash. You guys might have actually caught a glimpse of it. We saw there was a hole in the doors, correct? And the flash was actually thrown down to hit that hole and go on through there. That is a very interesting way to go about it. Obviously, a full-on commitment from paiN. We've seen this one's the past, but this one's quite effective thus far. The trades are not too shabby, but now it's all to fastN, who is left in a 1-on-2 and a somewhat doable 1 versus 2 because the players are going to be changing up their positions here. And so fastN, if he secures individual duels, there's a chance. And oh boy, doesn't get it. There was the chance though. And now that's 11 rounds here for Redemption. A surprising, very surprising game coming out from the Redemption. Oh boy, 3 rounds so far on the tourist out of paiN. It's not a very good scoreline, let me tell you that, folks. Cryo holding the angle towards ramp. There's going to be a couple players coming into his vicinity. Though, as that is the case right now, paiN are being quite careful in their approach here. But I mean, this is an interesting situation here from paiN. As we do remember, they had early success moving forward in the first couple of rounds. Right now it has been decimating, but that's the opening they needed. It's a 5-4 that's looking quite good here for paiN. And with 30 seconds remaining, they're going to have to make a commitment here on one of the sites. And it doesn't look like it's going to be B, in fact. I mean, this is quite interesting. Remix picking up the kill on Landon. The other players just want to try to hit this A site. It looks like there's only the one defender here. DRG gets taken out of the picture. So maybe if he can get it done here with 7 seconds remaining. Oh, Tazin gets it done. And now Ale, last man standing here, popping out of the vents, gets it done. Now he needs to find the last one. Or it might just be fastN to secure the kill and the round here for paiN. Something they desperately need at this point. Can he get it done, though? That's the interesting part, though. Ale more or less anticipates the player to be. There he spots him out, and he finds the kill. 12 rounds here for Redemption on their CT side of Nuke. And that is a superb half. All things considering, that is a great showing here for Redemption. Something I can't really say here for paiN. It's been quite dissatisfying to see them play. This is, of course, their own map pick. So coming into this one, you wanted to see a good game here from paiN, but they just haven't been able to deliver us. So that kind of is a shame. Obviously, folks, the CT side of Nuke is upon us, so maybe paiN. This is where they needed to start things off here earlier on. And if they do pick up the piss around, I have faith. If they don't, I don't know. I'm not going to be too confident in a paiN victory, but we'll see. A grenade being thrown down. Does some damage in FP1, but definitely not a lot. Now it is going to be the paiN guys holding things down here on the A bombs. At least Fast and sure is. Though they do have an interesting setup here. Landed from the hut. They don't even see him. The duel is going into town. And that is pretty much it. paiN, they have more or less secured the pistol round by this point as they find the last kill. And yes, that is the start they were looking for. If they wanted to try and pull out the comeback, they needed the pistol round desperately. So alright, they can check that off the list. Pistol round is acquired. Now what's going to happen next? A full-on eco here for Redemption. Or in other words speaking, a possibility for paiN to pick up around here. I was definitely hoping to get something on the board, as right now things just haven't been looking that great. Though they do plant the bomb here, Redemption, which is quite surprising to see. And of course with the bomb plant coming in, extra money in their pockets. Obviously no victory in this round. And that's going to be it. 5 rounds here for paiN. The start they were looking for, the pistol round, as well as the second round right after the pistol round victory. It's okay, good start. But can they keep it up here on the CD side? That's the important bit. Can they keep up the pressure? If they want to secure a victory here in Nuke, they must get themselves, let me think, yes, 13 rounds on the CD side of Nuke, which is definitely a possibility. For now, they got themselves the 2. So moving forward, it's quite possible to pull this one through. Now it is going to be Redemption in a peculiar scenario. Playing this one quite slow, as we do see. Can't really say the same here for the likes of paiN, as Fasten has gone for an interesting position there. He's pretty much in a one and done spot. Yes, he is holding the off angle, but if he's not the one to find the first kill, that could be an opening here for Redemption, but they don't seem to be too focused on the blue hut. If anything, Redemption want to try to go towards outside. That seems to be the name of the game. But once they do have outs control, what's next? Will they go down secret? Will they actually go for a wraparound onto heaven, which is also a possibility? $30 remaining, and Redemption haven't really done too much in this round, but it looks of things. Right now, it looks like they are going to be going for this A side hit, as they do have a couple players on the outside, a couple players coming in through the squeaky door. And as the push does come through, they don't check the angles. That's the big part. They're not able to find the kills here. It is paiN to get it done. And quite successfully at that. 6 rounds for paiN. They've only lost the 1 player, so by this point, that's not too bad. Like, there's a chance right now for paiN. They're looking quite solid here on the CT side of Nuke. I can't really say that Redemption are looking quite good here. Thus far, they have been quite stoic. They have gone for the push there on the upper bomb side, though they didn't have a good time at it at all, as they got early shut down with the MP9, so maybe they will have to change up their play style here. And we even see Landon picking up the AWP, so that is a fine weapon in his position. Again, some smoke grenades being thrown out in the outside area from Redemption. But where will they go next? I mean, they're in an interesting position where only with the pistols they will commit on the upper side, it looks like. And that was some good kills being picked up here. Alec gets it done on PKO. So this round is suddenly falling apart here from paiN, and I'm not sure what you're doing here for Tatizin. I think if you're a Remix, he has gone down on the lower bomb side. That's where he's punching in the numbers. And I think if you're Redemption, you've got yourself a chance here. A good kill coming in. Remix taking his sweet time, actually getting that kill. Allows his buddy to die. And the thing is, for Landon, The bomb's not really planted here for the T, so there is a possibility for him to maybe even stick the defuse and get it done here, but Alice spots him out. Cry right there in the smoke. Dindo wants to play this one safe, but as he has to reload, he's going to try to stick it. Oh no, the knife is out. Landon gets it done, but he can now stick it. But there's Ali to come in. What a hectic round indeed. 13 rounds here for Redemption. I didn't really notice the minimap at that point. I actually thought that the player can try to stick it, but oh, that's got to be an eco victory here from Redemption. If there's a round you're not really putting in a lot of stock in winning, that's obviously the eco round. If you're Redemption, you want to run like that, if anyone's going to be dissatisfied on that victory, it has to be like paiN. That is a round you had to secure. You had everything going in your favor. You had the weaponry, you had the utility, you had the positioning even, and they couldn't get it done. That's the dissatisfying part. Now it is going to be Redemption going for some outside control. Again, it doesn't look like there is anyone from the city side really holding outside. We do have a player in Hell who is no longer with us. There is still one of the players down secret, though. So he might be a bit of a problem here for Redemption moving forward. And this is just quite an important round for paiN to win. If they don't win it, money is in shambles. And so far, they're doing a fine job at it. Tadazin and Fasten getting the necessary kills here. Fasten going for more with that AUG here. He's going to get the last kill as well. That is going to be the round here for paiN. They do somehow pull it off. I mean, things were looking very good there for Redemption at one point. They had full outside control. They could have gone anywhere. They do decide to go towards ramp, it looked like. It seems like that was a mistake. Kind of big mistake. And now pause coming through. If anyone's taking a pause, I think it is Redemption. I mean, they're right now the underdog at one point, are in a fine position to secure themselves not only the second map, but also the victory in the best of three. And that's the important bit. That is like very important for a team like Redemption moving forward. Because obviously paiN seemed to be the favorite in this matchup. But with Train going in favor of Redemption, and with Redemption having such a solid CT side of Nuke, I thought this might be over, but it's clearly not the case. So yeah, looks like a decision has been made here amongst the Redemption players that they will go for a bit of a purchase here. I mean, some of the players just sticking with the upgraded pistols, but you do have Alan the AK-47, and that's going to be PKL with a fine angle indeed. Going to make sure FP1 doesn't go down the vent room anytime soon. Smoke grenade is being thrown out. Landed though. Good shot onto Remix. And now this should allow the Redemption players to sneak past through Landon, but he's still peek into his crosshairs, and that's a big mistake. They're getting outright gunned here in outside, and there's really nothing they can do to fight against the Opera. If anything, though, PKL anticipates the play of the beat here at the end of it all. And as we do see, there G walks into his crosshairs. 3 kills here for PKL, and of course now 8 rounds here for paiN. If we were to take a look at the scoreboard, we will see that there have been 5 rounds being won here by paiN, and in comparison, Redemption have only secured the 1 round. It's not that great of a scoreline, to be honest. Definitely not the best scoreline out there, but Redemption now in an interesting state of affairs. Where they do go for the force buy here, well, not necessarily the force buy here, but a proper investment at this point. But if they don't secure this round here, I will begin to think that paiN have a chance at actually securing this one. But for now, it's the opening kill here for Redemption. Good start here for the T side. Can they get anything more out of their position? So far, paiN are playing quite a passive game. There is a player here in Ramp who might consider playing this one aggressive. In general, the positioning on the A side is quite good here. They're able to hold down the 2 choke points here, which is quite important. And if they do enter the site, can they get anything done here? Cryo, first man in though. Good shot coming in onto Bigus there. The positioning of paiN has been revealed. And now this is where paiN. Oh, the Molotov, or in fact the bullets of FP1 will be a bit more effective. And now the bomb plant is here. Tatterson. Not the best position right now. He's in radio. If anything, winning this round is quite impossible. I wouldn't be too surprised if he would decide to go for a save here. But because his teammates still have money, and so does he, I think he's going to try to go for it. Good shot from Tatterson. So that clock is running down ever so more. And yes, it looks like Tatterson will just go for the save here with the AUG. And of course, that's a round here for Redemption to get their 14th on the board. And right now they need 2 more rounds to secure a victory, not only here in the second map, but also in the best of 3. Some of the players here from Redemption have thrown down some utility over the A side, but not really prompting to go for an attack just yet. I mean, it is quite problematic to be hitting that A bomb site, I mean. A lot of times you have to check angles, which are quite uncommon, and you have to flick up your crosshair, which is quite unusual in most cases when entering a bomb site. And now they are entering ramp. Good shot there from DRG. And as they do move on forward here, oh, DRG gets it done. This is an opportunity here for Redemption to continue on with a push on the lower bomb side. And as we do see, the bomb is going to be planted here. Looks like, ooh, that's scary. That is quite scary. So he's going to have to change up his bomb plant area. But that's the thing right now. If DRG punches in the numbers... Oh, good timing, and he gets the shot in Fasten. And then Landon and Biguzera, the last remaining players here from paiN. This round, DRG can safely punch in the numbers as he does have his teammates backing him up. But that's the problem now for Landon and Biguzera. They can't really attempt the retake. As if they do, and if they do lose the weapons here, the purchase on possibly the last round of the game is going to be abysmal here for paiN. So must really wait in their options. DRG holding the angle, gets the shot in. 4 kills for him. He might just go for the ace by this point, but I think Landon realized that going for the save is a bit more important at this point. So yes, the save is imminent, and so is a round for Redemption as they pull it to 15. And that's the worst part right now for paiN. As the purchase does come through, it's not looking that great for them. I do like this from Landon. He's going to try to play this one aggressive to put the favors, or shall I say the scales, back in their favor. But can it be done? He has pushed up quite aggressively, though. And the interesting fact of the matter is, it doesn't have a single teammate backing him up. So if he does succeed and gets the kill, good job for him. He then has to retreat. There's not even the world of possibility. Al anticipates Landon to play that aggressively, especially in a round like this. And now it is going to be the commit. No, they don't check him. Big mistake here. PKL gets 2. And the remaining players are just going to fall apart just like that, just like dominoes. And Remix might just consider saving the 8WP, I'd like to say. Save the 8WP into the next round. And that is when a team like Redemption will have some extra weaponry to work with. So yes, definitely, if you are Redemption's Remix, go for the save here. And I think the next round, if you are Redemption, why not even go for the force buy here? I mean, you have rounds to work with here. The money for some of these players is all over the place, so this would be a good way to even out some of the money issues. Interestingly enough, it's no purchase here from Redemption. Not a full one, at least, though Ala does buy up the AK-47, so this is an interesting investment here from the players all throughout. It's odd, though, that they have gone for this sort of commitment here towards ramp. They have a guy like Remix on the AWP. I would much rather see him try to acquire some map presence before committing to one of the sites here. And for now, he is kind of like a drone here, clearing things out, spotting things, hoping to see one of these players here, and he will be spotted out here, but it's Tatizin to find 3, in fact. If you're Cryo and FP1, you might just continue moving forward on the lower bomb side. But the problem remains is that paiN has a good idea of their plans, and as FP1 gets taken out of the picture, it is all up to Cryo, and it's Landon. Not landing the shot, though. And all things considering, I think if you're Cryo, yes, pick up the AK-47. That's a better weapon for a situation like this. But yes, this should be a round here with paiN. The 10th round, yes, there we go. The 10th round is upon us here. And so far, the CD side do have an objective on their minds. That is to pick up 5 rounds in a row in order to secure victory here in the second half. And if, or actually, no, not even the victory. It is just for them to get overtime. And can he get it done? For sure, it's definitely a possibility. Though it's not going to be too easy, like to say. Let's see if overtime is going to be upon us. A pause has been taken here. Not sure which team has decided to go for the pause, but I'd like to say it probably is Redemption. I mean, they realize that all they need right now is the 1 round. They get the 1 round and they continue on here on their journey in the closed qualifiers here for the South America's minor. Though the Redemption players going for a bit of a change of pace here, it looks like. Fastin, for now, is the only player on this defensive. He could definitely use the back of his own teammates there, and as the players do barrel on in, it is going to be Redemption to find the kills. And now it's all up to Remix in this position, and he has gone here. In a very fine spot, gets the kill on one of them. Now we're down to the one-on-one. Landon, he is going to be coming in through ramp. It looks like Remix has got a good idea how he's going to be playing this one out. Remix, he's with superb position right now. Can he get the shot here on Landon? As both the players open to pause at each other. Remix lands the one tap, and that's going to be it here, folks. 16 rounds here for Redemption, and they secure the victory on the second map, as well as against the best of 3 of paiN. Now, of course, guys, we will have almost an hour-long break before our second best of 3 of the day.